Oh, she's so beauty. Beauty. Cold feet here. Okay, so debrief of what we just talked about. They could do a hysterectomy, get rid of your tubes and your ovaries. We're wondering if it's from a pain approach or if it's from thought.
Endo is only on those organs. They offered Orlissa, Lupron.
Literally go, absolutely not.
Yeah, not happening. We talked about all the birth control options and why those cannot work for me.
How many you've tried, like literally everything that you named, like the combination progesterone, like.
And it takes me having to say that it made me suicidal.
I think that that's when it clicked for her. She was like, oh, we don't want that.
She's like, oh, okay, and then she dropped the birth control.
What are you going to talk about now? Talking about what their approach is from the hysterectomy standpoint, because it definitely can help.
Hysterectomy, she asked me about like preserving fertility, if that's something that's important to me.
Well,
there's just like no good options.
And then they said that excision could be a possibility, but that should be the first possibility and not suppressing. And they did talk about suppressing the endo with birth control, which it suppresses the pain. It can suppress, it can, it can mask the pain, but it's not suppressing the growth of endo.
Yeah, but she did make sure to talk about how level of endo or like your...
She did,
like
it doesn't
how much
correlate.
endo you have does not correlate with your symptoms and your pain.
She said that and I was like, okay.
Okay. I feel like it definitely met my expectations, but my expectations were down. So.
It's just the fact that they can't do anything.
There's a low-key hoping that they'd be like, which pain meds do you do? Which ones have you saved? I'd be like, and they'd be like, okay.
Right.
But I didn't want to ask because I don't want to be labeled as a
drug seeker. I know. The fact that we even have to think about them labeling it. But I know you don't want to go on hormones. It's just so hard when like the only options are surgery or
birth control.
The whole thing about endo growing and other things too. Like I'm so glad that you said all of those things because it's like, what's the thought process behind it?
Did you notice how once I said, well, once you take out my ovaries and you put me on hormone replacement, doesn't that just do the same?
They both went quiet.
They were like,
oh,
I didn't think of that.
We would help with the adeno, but saying that adeno's found in like 40-year-old, I'm like, okay, well.
Do you want to know why?
No.
Because you're taking uteruses out of 40-year-olds.
That's so you see it.
Your only sample size is 40-year-olds.
I don't like that they're talking about Lupron and Orlissa. I really don't.
They really framed it in a way that like that would be the answer.
They framed it in a way that like it's not a big deal. Like, well, it's just another birth control.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Like I've done other progesterone only birth controls. She openly admitted the other ones have side effects, and then Slynd doesn't have, but like why doesn't it? If they're all just progesterone only, what makes Slynd different?
I'm so glad that you kept that like deeper. Like, so like what's the okay, so like
the fact that I had to go like 5 questions deep though.
And a normal person wouldn't know any of this stuff. A normal person wouldn't ask these questions, and they would just be like, yeah, sure, like what's Lupron? It's another birth control, let's do it.
The only reason that she brought it up though is because she actually thought that I'd be like, oh, 2 years? I was under the impression it's 9 months. Oh yeah,
let me do more. No. I think that they were really nice, and I appreciated that they gave you literally like an hour and a half. Well, it wasn't an hour and a half, but it was.
It's weird. I mean, most of that time was with them though.
No, for real.